They say golf is a game of misses, but let's face it, it's pretty rare that we bring our best game to the golf course. So I'd actually take it a step further by saying that golf is a game of learning to score in spite of playing, well, lots of bad golf. On the very first hole today, I hook one into a bad spot, and now I'll get to work.
Okay, so we have 157 flag here, but I was just told it rolls really downhill, so just play at 140. I have to hit a little punch out.
Even as a single-digit handicap, I'm less focused on making birdies than I am about limiting the damage on holes like these. I've managed to get near the green complex in 2.
I think that's a hair short.
And my first putt of the day leaves a whole lot to be desired.
Oh, that's a misread.
I fail to make the next one, but we've limited the damage of a wayward drive to just a bogey.
Okay, so 340 here, and the advice is don't hit it more than about 210, so there's water on the left.
And here on 2, I'm taking trouble out of play by hitting a hybrid off the tee, and choosing a conservative target for my approach shot.
Okay, 128 in. Looks like you want to be a bit right here. Smooth little 9-iron.
But sometimes our best laid plans don't quite work out.
Maybe not that far right.
And I'll be left with a tough up and down here.
Huge downslope here, but massively right to left. So I basically have to aim at that ball.
It's hard to see on camera, but there's a big slope on this green, and I fail to get it far enough for it to come down.
Wow, I thought that was a good shot when I hit it.
And I'm left with the long look at par. And after watching Alex hit his past the hole, I'm not going to get aggressive on this putt and bring double into play. So I'll cozy it close and settle for another bogey.
Okay, 156 here.
And things aren't getting any easier on the third hole.
Oh god.
I block my tee shot into a greenside bunker, and with a huge downslope towards this pin, my focus is just getting this over the bunker lip and letting the ball trickle towards the hole.
Get going!
And I've already mentioned that I won't get aggressive on downhill putts like these.
How was that putt so slow?
So another poor tee shot leads to yet another bogey here.
There you go.
And today I'm fighting another problem. A driver miss left that's particularly penal on this uphill par 4.
Sit! Okay, I've got 117 playing 126. Pins directly behind this tree. I'm going to take a 9-iron, just try to hoist it up a little right of the flag.
That's the best I could do from this angle.
Should be good.
And with yet another downhiller here, I probably give this one a bit too much respect.
They're just not as fast as they appear, are they?
Another testy downhiller, and another near miss. And we'll go to 4 over through 4. But I'm still all smiles. We've kept doubles off the card, and the bogey train isn't on my mind when stepping onto the tee of 5. Another uphill par 4. For the first time today, I've hit a drive up the middle, leaving just a wedge in.
Let's just hit a nice little sandwich, 74 yards.
I follow it up with a dagger at this pin, and finally facing an uphill putt, I'm able to be aggressive on this one.
Let's go. Yeah, thanks.
And just like that, we've course corrected to 3 over through 5. What comes next is a 600-yard par 5, and stroke hole 1 on the card. For those unfamiliar, the scorecard ranks holes in order of difficulty, and my expected score on stroke hole 1 is a bogey. And that's doubly true after this miss. Whoa. A near top that gets caught up in the rough and leaves me a long way in.
I'm just contemplating. It's playing 215 slope, but we're into. I think it's going to actually need a 3-wood because we're into.
But a good strike on this one ultimately winds up long. And despite the flat stick usually bailing me out in spots like this proves to be one of my worst efforts of the day. Which seems to be an appropriate time to discuss the sponsor of today's video, Swing Tweaks. I've been struggling with a case of the lefts lately, and realistically, I'm not the type to book in-person lessons week after week during the season. Instead, after this round, I quickly submitted a video of my swing on the Swing Tweaks app, because it's often as simple as a professional giving a quick look at your swing and providing immediate feedback that you can implement and take straight to the course. Having a PGA pro give you specific things to work on is so much more valuable than advice from your playing partners or generic instruction online. And compared to seeing a pro in person, Swing Tweaks is less expensive and just way more convenient than booking a lesson at your local range. Better still, viewers of the channel will get 20% off their first lesson on Swing Tweaks using the code GOODGOLF. I don't get this par putt to go, and we'll card a bogey on stroke hole 1.
Okay, so we got 169 here playing 176. I'm hitting a little 5 hybrid.
Part of embracing good bad golf is not being afraid to take the right club for you without regard for ego. This may be a 7-iron for some of my playing partners, but for me, it's a 26-degree hybrid. Call it an old man club, but it gets me pin high here.
Yeah.
And after a putting mishap on the last hole, I'm more deliberate in reading this one, and you can just see the confidence in the stroke I put on this putt. It cozies up close, and I'll make par.
So it's about 230 to the bunker on the right, short hole. So we're going to try to play some smart golf with a 3-wood.
Another strategic club selection off the tee here leaves me in great position, but there's a mistake over the approach.
127, playing 131. I think just a full 9-iron.
My 9-iron carries 125, but I haven't been striking my irons too well today, and when trying to get more out of this one, I do this. But as usual, I'll try to make sure one bad shot doesn't compound into anything worse. It's a smooth wedge onto the green, and I'll take my time reading this putt and give it the same respect I would if it were a putt for eagle. I do a good job of getting this uphiller to the hole, and it's one more bogey here on 8. A great drive on the uphill 9th leaves me just a flip wedge in.
1 in a row, boys.
Which I ultimately leave below the hole, which is actually the place to be on these greens today. It's another one I'm focused on getting all the way to the hole, and though the line is a bit off, I'm able to tidy it up for par. So despite a handful of bad shots on the front and only 2 greens in regulation, I kept big scores off the card and limited the damage to just 5 over. And spoiler alert, I managed a bit better on the back 9, despite a pretty chaotic start on 10, where a drive up the left leaves me no angle towards this green, so I'll lay out a safe plan over the next one.
Okay, so I have 250 flag but no line, 160 to the bunkers on the right, so just hitting a 155 club.
But despite the good plan, bad golf emerges nonetheless.
Whoops. Holy shit.
And the next one is easily my worst shot of the day. And with confidence lacking in the iron swing today, I decide to take a full extra club over this approach and just swing easy. And despite hacking my way up this hole, I do have a putter in hand for par, which almost finds the hole. But I'm thrilled to have once again limited the damage to a bogey. And on the short uphill 11th hole, my case of the lefts is once again in full force, but I won't lament the bad swings. I'll just go back to work plotting out this approach from a tough angle.
So I've got 134. Punch it up there.
And it turns out to be just about perfect. I'm left with about 12 feet for birdie. It doesn't drop, but it's a well-fought par.
Okay, Adam, hit a good golf shot here.
With about the same yardage as the last par 3, once again I'll opt for the high-lofted hybrid, with a positive swing thought before taking a swing here. It proves to be the right club, but just a bit offline. And my chip onto the green doesn't quite work out.
That was exactly what I was trying to do, but apparently it wasn't the right shot.
And the par putt, it doesn't find the hole either.
Oh, come on.
I've done that so many times today.
Oh well, it's just a bogey. And the lefts, they're still not going away just yet. So I'll play this one safely up the right to leave myself a good angle into this green. And mission accomplished. But remember the chunk I hit on 8? Evidently I'm not done with those today either.
Okay, this isn't a terrible lie. Almost have to play a bunker shot here.
And from this lie, I fail to get this one close. But at this point, I'll just have to level set my expectations, and not lament that at least I'll have a putter in hand for par.
Yeah, putting is okay.
And again, I'll still treat this putt without regard for my score. It's easily 3-puttable from here, but securing a 2-putt will allow me to escape with only a bogey, and I do just that. And here on 14, I figured that I may have been trying to hit them too hard today trying to keep up with my playing partner Alex, because he's been bombing them 300 all day. So I decide to swing easy over this one. And it's a good reminder that an old refrain about golf has some truth to it. Swing easy and accept the extra distance.
Been waiting for that one. Okay, 91. This is a shot that I should be able to play close.
And for the team match today, I'm hoping to get this one close, but it's another one of these.
God, I've been doing that all day. I'm sorry, partner. Yeah, do you guys mind yanking it? Sorry, I know it's insane, but I can picture the ball hitting the stick and not going in.
At least I'm able to putt from the fringe here, and I'm actually feeling some confidence with the flat stick, and I'll have Alex pull the flag here. It turns out to be a pretty good effort, and I'll put a mark on the comebacker here before cleaning it up for par. The 15th hole is more narrow than it appears on camera, And with the left miss so pronounced today, I'll aim up the right and try to sling one towards the middle. But of course the golf gods deal me my only right miss of the day so far.
No idea where that came down.
But thankfully I catch a break by still having a line into this green. This is a bit of a barren lie, and I don't make good contact here.
Oh, I didn't hit that well. I get away with it?
So now I'll have close to 100 feet on this putt from the fringe. The line's not bad, but distance control from this range is pretty tricky, and I'll still have 6 or 7 feet left. But for the first time since the 5th hole, I managed to get one to go.
This is going to be a big booming draw.
Despite the miscue on the last tee, here on the dogleg left 16th, I'm again going to try to trust that the shot shape I've produced all day will come out here. And lo and behold, I thread this one into a great position.
Oh yeah, 220 carry, baby! All day. I'm going to take one extra club.
And I'll draw on experience again here too. Everything about my iron game has been off today, but on 10, taking an extra club and swinging easy worked out, so I'll do it again here. It proves to be the right approach,
Was crispy.
leading to just my 4th green in regulation today. And with the team match getting tight, I might have wanted this one to drop a bit too much, because I roll it quite a bit past the hole.
Is that a downhill putt?
But I'll get a look at Calvin's here before concluding that I can play mine firm and right at the cup, and I do clean it up for par.
Thanks.
17 is another short par 4. I'm counting on the draw to come out again here, but for only the 2nd time today, I hit another block that fortunately winds up between a set of bunkers. And over the approach, I'll stick with the strategy of taking extra club.
Sit.
And I thought I'd gotten a bit too much on this one,
Go.
but it turns out to be the right number, albeit a bit offline. Next is a familiar putt from the fringe. It goes a bit past the hole,
Thanks.
but one thing I've been doing well today is cleaning up the comebackers, and this one's no different. The closing hole is the first long par 4 we've faced for a while today, and admittedly, I was trying to get too much out of this one, leading to easily my worst drive of the day.
I can rope a 3-wood. Ball's above my feet. I think I got it.
But despite that one, I'm still confident over this difficult punch-out from range. I know that I can hit the ball left today, and I roped this one on a great line from a tough angle, leaving a pitch into the green. And the pitch might not be my best effort, but staying true to what we've done all day, I've mitigated the damage of a bad shot and will still have a putter in hand for par. The par effort's not bad, and my opponents will give me the bogey putt to close out the round. So today was an exercise in turning bad golf into a respectable score of 81. The keys were to not let bad shots alter my mood or my approach, and staying tidy with the flat stick, despite only hitting a handful of greens in regulation. I hope this proves useful the next time your swing gets away from you on the course, and that you're able to enjoy good bad golf as well.